Hello everyone, this is Aarolei from the Crystal Chronicles podcast. Before we begin today's event, the Swordmaiden Part 15, aka Arciela's Lost Chapter, Lufenia, I just want to remind everyone, if you like what you see, then to hit that like button, subscribe, and lastly hit that fat notification bell to never miss another one of my videos. If you're already a subscriber, then thanks so much for your continued support. Also, you can always join us for the Crystal Chronicles podcast live on Twitch every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is the best way to get your news for all things DFFOO. And of course, if you can't make it with us live, you can always watch on YouTube or your favorite podcast listening app. Today, my team is Firion, Reno, and Balthier with an Odin summon, and my friend here, my friend Onion, right there. Let's go right into it, guys. Alright, so guys, we got the Erode Mantis today for Arciela's Lost Chapter. So they are actually immune to a couple of debuffs. They are immune to Paralyze, their own debuff known as Fluke, and they cannot be target locked. So you have to let yourself deal with them in your own special way. Okay, so no tanking with one character. You're just going to have to figure out another way. Alright, so Lufenia Orb is this time a Dispel Orb that will appear under the 80% mark, so 79% and below. This orb will not disappear, and every time you dispel a buff from these enemies, they will get 10 added to the count with a max count of 20. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. There's these different states they go into where they're hungry, and they will use an attack called Gluttony Gluttony Sickle, and then they also have a state where they get like a red aura, and they use what they call a attack signal when they go and do that. Okay, so because this boss is a Dispel Orb, this is not the same as Beatrix's where they buff themselves, it feels like, after every skill. Instead, they only do it on certain skills. So the skills that you want to look for that they do add buffs on are Yellow Drain. They give themselves like 5 frame buffs off of that one. There's Homing Flies, which gives them an attack up. There's Hit High Wind, which grants them Enfeeblement up, which is basically they have a higher chance to inflict debuffs. And then there is Attack Signal itself, which actually it just used it, and they get a framed attack buff that stays until they use the skill called Calm Down, which is done usually after using the high wind attacks. Okay, now we said everything. That's the main stuff to worry about. Also, when they get to the 80%, under 80% mark and under 50% mark, there's going to be these times where they activate, they grant themselves like actually a bunch of Brave, and you need to basically lower that Brave as much as possible so that you don't die to the blade attack follow-up that they will do if they are guaranteed to kill someone. They'll still do it even if like you don't get rid of all the Brave, but just try not to be in the purple from them. Don't go for the dead attack. Okay, so here's Gluttony Sickle. And as you guys saw, it just removed all my buffs. It has they inflict this debuff called Fluke also on you. So Fluke has levels, as you see, and at the differing levels it does additional things. But the main things that you are going to have to worry about with it include the HP poison, and they also decrease your attack by various, depending on the levels. And I think it does other stats too, depending on what level it gets to. Okay, we're gonna go ahead Blood Weapon here and get those. We gotta get those buffs back on. If you are not bringing Arciela or Kefka to deal with the Gluttony Sickle attack, you may want to bring characters who can get back on their feet in a turn or two, because having to reapply a bunch of buffs and levels 2 buffs can be very, very burdensome. Alright. If you do happen to have HP Silence, though, they won't be able to use Gluttony Sickle if it's up, and they will remove the Gluttony state that they're in. So then you no longer have to worry about it. Okay, so there, I purposely put one under as much as I could because I wanted to show you guys what they do. So, like I said, they gain like a bazillion brave, and they try to like lower your stats too. It's really annoying. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna reapply my drain weapon in a moment. You don't want to like have to rely on your dispeller to remove some buffs before you can reapply frank buffs. So it's best to try to get them back on ASAP. Okay, so there you go. There's B now under the 80% mark. Okay, this should do okay damage. All right. Here we go. Let's take advantage of that launch there. Use our first one of these because I didn't need to for that first gluttony sickle. Okay, there we go. Dispel in a pinch because it does dispel one buff. All right, we will fire as a war. Okay, so he's about to hit high wind. So he gave himself some brave. Then he hits you, and then you take some split damage, and he grants himself another buff. Yay! More buffs to take. All right, and we're gonna take advantage of that. Let's go ahead, snatch shot. And we're gonna go with that AoE, AoE. All right, so yeah, this fight is it's kind of tricky. But once there's pretty set patterns, you know kind of what to expect at each, and depending on the phase that the monster's in, which makes that kind of tolerable. The trickier part is just that under 80% mark when they gain the brave, and the under 50% mark, and just making sure you can rebuild quickly after having any issues with the gluttony sickle attack. If you are not taking HP silence, keep that in mind. If you are taking HP silence, just make sure you're timing HP silence so that you aren't being hit by gluttony sickle. All right. All right, the team's okay. Let's go ahead and electric dance. All right, so we're getting close to the 50% mark, which is when they are going to next activate that big brave gain. And if you are bringing Arciela, make sure you have the LD debuff up when that comes. All right, we're going to get hit with Yellow Drain there. And we're about to lose the debuffs. Or the buffs, I mean. Ah, so annoying. Alright, oh, I forgot to mention gathering bugs as well does give them some buffs. So that's good, because you need all the buffs you can have them give themselves. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, blood weapon, and get that drain weapon buff back up. Or the blood weapon buff back up. Man, I'm mixing up everything today. I feel bad. Alright, let's go ahead. We're gonna Tides of Fate. And they're actually about to get under the 50% mark, so I might activate another pyramid in a moment. Let's go ahead. Weapon Master. Oh, there you go. See, one of them did. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get the other one. Hit under 50%. Yeah. It sucks my EX is up there, but this is just safer. Okay. Don't really want to get hit with way too much damage. Alright. Suck it, dude. Alright, that was fun. Let me see. Oh yeah, we need to make sure we get the Seize Attack buffs back up. And let's go ahead. That yellow drain did no damage almost. Let's go, let's go. I love this. This is so fun. Alright, so alright. Let's see. We'll snatch shot. And let me see how many turns. I think I need a drain weapon again, yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead. And we're going to activate the Vortex of Arms. And since I think A over there is not in the Gluttony state, he should use High Wind as well. Cool. Alright. And regular High Wind, unfortunately, does not have a buff attached to it. Unlike the hot hit High Wind version, where they do. Alright. Let's see. Oh yeah, we need to Electric Dance and get that framed buff back on my Reno. Yay! I'm having a lot of fun with this fight, guys. It's kind of fun seeing enemies do like hardly any damage, and you're playing characters you really enjoy playing. Let's go ahead and Great Aim Plus then, right here. All right, those homing flies. Yeah, I'm fine. All right, I really hope A decides he's gonna buff himself. It's oh, there we go. Yes, thank you, sir. All right. Now, I'm gonna go ahead. Dispel one, and gonna start racking up some calls and calling in the favors. There we go. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. And then we'll go ahead. We'll blood weapon. And ooh, we're getting close to the under 30 mark, so exciting. Alright, we're gonna count down the orb turns a little bit before we try to dispel anything extra. Alright. Steal one from each. And triple shot. I like that this team all has AoE EXs, like full AoE damage EXs. It's very, very nice. Alright. Here we go, here we go. Aw, that's so adorable. They thought they stood a chance. Aw. Alright, let's go ahead. Fires of War. More AoE EX time. AoE. AoE. That's gonna do 0 damage. Aha. Alright. Bam. Oh no. Not that, no, that time I wasn't protected. Oh well. It's the high wind attack. I knew that was what was coming. Because he wasn't in that gluttony state I was talking about. Alright, wow. I need B to buff himself, but he's being kind of a butt about it. I was waiting for that because I'm gonna summon my onion the moment that happened, but man, it's just, huh? It's really annoying. Wow. Here. Okay, finally! He finally buffed himself, which is what I needed. Okay, so I gotta count my turns here. So I think that's okay. I'm gonna call. I gotta count because I'm trying to think here. I'm pretty sure I can do. Okay. All right, yeah. All right, we're good. Let's go for it. We're gonna get ready to summon in a second. Alright. We're almost done. Almost done. This fight. We're gonna dispel all the stuff that they got and clear my party of everything too. Alright. Love it. Let's go back to back AoE. That's my favorite thing to do with Balthier now that he's got all that stuff. Alright, and let's see. Yeah, we got a blood weapon first. We're gonna get second buff back for Firion. There we go. Can I beat it? I think I can. Let's do it. Alright, we're gonna call in this Blizzard Enchant. Ninjutsu. Let's go. I should have called it sooner, but I was just having a hard time finding a good moment to. So it's kind of wrecked my turn count a little bit. It would have been a little bit lower had I, been paying a little more attention. Or I just found a better moment. But no worries. As long as you beat it in 75 turns, who cares? Alright, okay, I think I want Reno here to go first. I'm gonna see if I can kill them both at the same time. That would make me so happy. Then I don't gotta worry about that huge HP heal they'll give themselves. Oh, there we go, yeah, okay. That's dope. I'm super happy about that. Yay! Alright, and guys, I mean, you don't have to wait as long as I did to summon an onion friend. I just didn't want to run out the timer if I summoned incorrectly and at a bad moment or something, because, yeah, that can happen. There you go. That's all you gotta do. You just need to pay attention. Make sure you're not giving yourself so many turns over the enemy that they never get a chance to buff themselves again. There are times where you may have to wait in their cycle for them to get back to using one of the skills I told you about in the video, earlier in the video, that will grant them buffs. Anyway, this was my team, guys. The party set up. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for your continued support. And as always, guys, I really appreciate any subs and comments and likes that you give on my videos. And until next time, this has been Aarolei. Stay cool and have fun.